Hey, Al, it's great to see you.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for asking. I'm with Al DaSilva, the COO of 217 Solutions, as well as just kind of a entrepreneur in general. Al, it's been a unique year, to say the least. As you lead companies, as you're helping others transition and really figure out how to move themselves forward, give us a little glimpse as to the things that you've done this year of helping companies pivot and keep going.
Absolutely. One of the things that we do is go back to the business fundamentals. One thing that I have embraced with my consulting company, we call the framework for higher performance. And that goes back to the basics. And the basic is leadership. We have to go back to training our leaders and making sure we are enabling leaders to be leaders. Second, taking care of our people. Our people are one of the most important assets of a business. Third, making sure that our people have the right processes and procedures to be successful. Fourth, taking care of our customer and actually have a strategy to reach them with the marketing. Fifth, taking a look at our profitability and making sure that everything that we're doing is profitable. And finally, we have what we call execution. So it starts with leadership and it ends with execution. And we actually have a name for this tool that DaSilva Consulting has developed. We call it vision to bottom line. And this encompasses this entire strategy to help companies to be successful. So we go back to the basics.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. And I could dig into that forever. I know we have limited time. Al, how are you looking at Q4 right now as companies are trying to wrap up the year and prepare themselves for 2021? And we'll get to the preparation piece in just a second. But how are you helping companies kind of put a bow on this year and wrap things up?
I think it's important to take a look at the metrics that you have available to see how you have done so far. The metric, it's the indicator. It's something that allows you to get a pulse. I'm a registered nurse. So one of the things that we do when we're doing an assessment of a patient, it's the same thing with the company. You have to do an assessment, evaluation, find out where you are. And then from that point on, identify opportunities for improvement. And as we look at those things, at the metrics, the drivers, what is driving, how have we done it? And then how can we pivot for the next year? What's working well? Let's continue to maximize that. What's not working well based on the metrics? How can we improve? Are there things that we need to change? Are there things that we need to quit doing? Those are some of the things that I'm guiding our companies that we're working with, and also 217.
Al, as you look at just the healthcare industry in general and how it's been taxed this year, how it looks like it's going to be taxed next year, what are some takeaways that you're beginning to put into place and helping others identify as you look into 2021?
Absolutely. It is imperative to be prepared. And the way to be prepared is for you to look at your processes at all times. To make sure, like for instance, a lot of healthcare companies or a lot of hospitals or other healthcare organizations were caught by surprise because of their lack of preparation regarding PPE. Some of those companies only had 2 weeks of supplies on hand. So how do you leverage the lessons learned from 2020 to create, to be better prepared? Another way is how do you pivot and use this challenging year to innovate and better serve the patients? You are seeing telehealth. A lot of companies were behind the curve on telehealth. The companies and the healthcare organizations that were on the cutting edge of telehealth were able to better serve their patients. So those are some of the things that I would advise healthcare companies to be involved in, innovation, being prepared, evaluating risk, taking care of the patient and the families, and taking care of your resources. They're very much limited. And the way to do that is having tight processes and procedures involving your employees and making sure that everybody's working cohesively as a team.
As you look into 2021, and that was a fantastic framework that you just laid out. But as you look into 2021, as you start helping people prepare for it, is there anything in addition that you're doing right now from a prep standpoint, or you're helping them think about as they try to put a 2021 plan together?
Absolutely. One way we do this is actually taking and guiding the companies through a budgeting process. And the way we take budgeted, we actually look from a vision to bottom line tool. So the budget is not just another activity that we do. A lot of times people see the budget as an arduous thing to go through and don't see a whole lot of value in it. We see it as a very valuable tool when it's tied together with the vision to bottom line, because we align the goals and the metrics right with the budget. And then we break that down in the monthly and quarterly. And then we are meeting with our team to make sure that they understand how well we are doing. We actually embrace analytics and data in terms of creating a dashboard that reflects those measures that we are pursuing that are tied back to the budget. So those are some of the things that we do for our clients. We develop a financial operational dashboard. This is something that we're doing for 217 Solution to get us ready for the following year.
That's great. That's great. I'm with Al DaSilva of 217 Solutions. Al, one last thing as you go into the holidays, anything that you're reading right now or podcasts you're listening to that you'd want to give us a peek into?
Absolutely. I like to listen to books. So This Is Your Ship is one of them. Really, really enjoyed that book. It's a great one. Extreme Ownership is another favorite of mine. And then I saw yesterday Conscious Leadership, which I will start listening here soon. So I look forward to hearing that. That kind of piqued my interest. A lot of good nuggets there that I want to hear about. So those are the three that I would recommend.
Awesome. Buddy, I appreciate you. Great picture of the beautiful city of Memphis behind you. And I wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for your time.
All right. See you soon.
See you.